All right, welcome back. Okay, so I had a user ask on Discord and on YouTube. I'm pretty sure this is Sawston Red Sox. He asked a very good question. He's like, why aren't more people talking about LTCN and BCHG? Like, what's the deal? And why are the volumes so low? So let me talk about two things. One, let me talk about the volumes. Right now, the volumes are bigger than what they were just 4 or 5 months ago. Like, I think we're doing like $1.6 million a day on LTCN and 2.6 million on BCHG. Those volumes are going to go up during the bull run for sure, but that's what we've got right now. Back in January, by the way, we were only like on one of the trusts, I forget which one it was, we only had like $800,000 per day, and the other, it's like we were edging up towards $1 million a day, I think. So we're getting better volumes, which is what we want, because that's liquidity. And when you exit, it's like you want liquidity. So volumes are going to be bigger in the bull run, during the FOMO period, all that kind of stuff. So why aren't more people talking about Grayscale, BCHG, LTCN, and the other trusts? I don't know why. It blows my mind. So when I came back last June, I started making videos about Grayscale. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find shit on YouTube other than like 2 or 3 videos from the previous cycle, like back in 2020, 2021, talking about how insane the premiums were on LTCN. But I couldn't find anything on like, here's why you should invest in LTCN or the Grayscale stuff. I couldn't find shit. No, nothing, nada. And I was like, this shit needs to change, because I want to onboard people and get people into what I think is a phenomenal investment. And 2, I want material out there for the FOMO season, because what we need is when things start to moon, like in the fall, for example, with LTCN and BCHG, hopefully, if that's the timing, we want material out there on YouTube. It's marketing material. It's like, I want people to find my videos where I'm talking about high potential price targets for LTCN and BCHG and the other trusts, because that's good marketing. You want people to come in now, early buyers are going to benefit, and you want the FOMO buyers to come in later, because they're going to be the ones that they can still benefit depending on when they get in, but they help provide liquidity for us to exit, right? So I don't know why the hell people aren't talking about this. There are a couple people now that have started in recent months. So it's like, I think it was like around the fall or thereabouts, Cesar from Cesar Gets Crypto started talking about him doing TA on the Grayscale Trust, which is awesome. Cesar is much appreciated by the entire community here. I definitely appreciate him. Investing for Freedom also does TA on the Grayscale Trust, so he does a good job on stuff. Probably a lot of you follow him, but aside from that, people don't really talk about it. Like, there are different channels that'll do like one video on LTCN or BCHG, but they don't continually promote it. Like, that's not what they do. I'm probably the only channel where it's like you've got a talking head talking about Grayscale stuff here. I've done videos. I don't know why other people haven't done videos on this. Like, I did for all the trusts, most of the trusts, not all of them, but like HGen, ZCSH, Mana, ETCG, etc., GXLM. I did videos on each of these, and I'm like, here's what I think they could get up to, and here's why. Either based on price predictions from Cesar or from the broader crypto community, combined with the premium stuff. And it's like, I don't know why other people aren't talking about this stuff. A lot of people talk about native cryptos, right, that underlie the trust, like Ethereum Classic or Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin or whatever. But now, actually, I feel like there should be more people talking about Bitcoin Cash, more people talking about Litecoin. Like, we should have more content out there on this kind of stuff that can attract people, that can get people in, because we want this. We want institutional interest in these assets, like the native cryptos and the trust, all that kind of stuff. We want that. So it's a little disappointing. We're still at early stages. Like the previous cycle back in 2020, 2021, man, that was like earliest cycle. There wasn't shit out there on YouTube for these trusts at all. Nothing, nada. Which is not good marketing. It's like the best marketing comes from the ground, from the community, from people on YouTube and social media like TikTok, whatever, creating videos on these trusts and getting people into these things. So I don't know. It's like, well, by the time these trusts really catch the mainstream eye, they'll be ETFs, in my opinion. They won't be trusts anymore. So it's like, still, We can make massive money, right now while they're trusts. And by the time they get more recognized as being good investments, well, they'll be ETFs. They won't be trusts anymore. And people, it's like people will only want to go into ETFs who want to go into trusts. People are weird. They just like don't do the research. They're very risk averse, even though not doing anything or not investing is extremely risky in my opinion. But they don't get in there. So there are some people out there on YouTube. You've probably seen videos from different people talking about LTCN or BCHG or the different trusts, but there aren't very many of them, which is too bad. Too bad. Maybe part of this is like, maybe the crypto community as a whole is not interested in the trust because they see it as like a stock brokerage thing, kind of more along the lines of traditional finance, and not something where they have like, sovereignty in holding their own cryptos. That could be it. That could be why they're not promoting that. Not talking about it. It probably, they probably haven't done any research on the premiums and the premium play and what you can do, because like the holy shit. I mean, the top potential price targets for like LTCN, I think it's like $2,300. That's an incredible spread between there and where we are right now. That's incredible. So if we do reach those prices and you are able to capture it, that's an incredible return. No guarantee that you can capture it, but if you can, incredible return. And it's because of these premiums, right? It's like we amplify everything that's underneath the hood. These trusts are like a little hidden secret. Very few people know about them. It's like a hidden gem. I would estimate, let me do a calculation here. Like I would say that me and all of you, we probably own, I'm guessing 25% of the LTCN and BCHG trust, probably. Maybe a little bit less, I don't know, about there. And let's just say that's like 5,000 people. Well, then it's like, so maybe the total number of investors in these trusts is like 20,000, maybe as high as 50,000. That's still a small number of investors in comparison to other assets that people can get into. So it's a small crowd, right? It's a small crowd. And I look at it as a hidden gem. I look at it as like, in my lifetime moving forward, I might never get access to an investment that performs as well as these trusts. Because this is the last cycle, I'm pretty sure, for LTCN and BCHG to be trusts. And I don't know, the other trusts that remain trusts, they'll still have premium plays, but I don't know what they'll be. And I don't know how the underlying cryptos will perform in future cycles. So we'll have to wait and see, and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, it's like people should be doing videos on this stuff. People should be talking more about this kind of stuff to let people know about it, raise awareness for it, get more people involved in these things. The more people that we have in these trusts, the better it is for all of us, because it's going to increase the awareness that's out there more broadly when we get into the FOMO stage, right? The FOMO stage is what creates this wealth transfer. And that's what this is. It's a wealth transfer. You put in $1, you take out 10, or you take out 20, or you take out whatever. It's a wealth transfer from somebody else to you. And so we need those other people, whoever they are, individual retail investors or institutional investors or whoever, to see the opportunity and to get in there, right? That provides us with exit liquidity if we want to exit at the time they're getting in. So I don't know why more people aren't talking about it. I think it's a phenomenal investment, but just treat it like this, I guess. Like it's our little secret. It's our little secret that it's a great investment, and it won't benefit that many people. I did a video the other day where I said, Grayscale investors are the big winners, because part of that is because like nobody knows about this shit. Even if they're like 50,000 investors, that's not that many. That's like, if you look at it, if the US has 50 states, that's 1,000 people per state. That isn't shit. Some of our investors are international investors. So it's like, it's not that many people that are in. So I don't know. But yeah, just before I end this video, the liquidity thing, yeah, the liquidity is a lot higher. The volume is a lot higher dollar-wise. I don't give a shit about shares transferred per day. I look at dollars transferred per day because that's the real measure of what I care about. I care about dollars. Like how many dollars are flowing across the wire on a daily basis. Like what's the exit liquidity looking like? I don't care about share count. That doesn't matter to me. Some people are fixated on that. I don't know why, but it's dollars. So it's like 1.6 million per day right now on LTCN, 2.6 million per day on BCHG. I think GSOL is higher than that. I think GSOL is higher than that. I haven't looked at GSOL in a while, but it was rivaling and actually exceeding BCHG, even though there were people saying GSOL is low liquidity. I'm like, you have no idea how to define liquidity, in my opinion, but that's whatever, to each his own. You know, so anyway, so that's it. Again, just before I end up here, there aren't a ton of people talking about it. I'm glad you guys found me, you know, and however you found me, whether it's because you were searching for dividends when I was talking about them, and then you learned about Grayscale, or you just came across me talking about Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin or whatever, however you did, I'm glad you found me. So we're in it to win it. This is the big last great bull run, because this shit is not going to be here next cycle. It's not. Yeah, next cycle might be great in terms of overall bull run, but it's not. We're not going to have these opportunities with BCHG and LTCN, or I think the other trusts, at least with the level of gains that we can get on LTCN and BCHG. We're just not going to have them. So this is it. It's like a once in a lifetime fucking opportunity. And I've said that before. It's like, it's once in a lifetime. If you have one shot, one fucking shot to make it big, I think this is it, in my opinion. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.